Hilton brings you new ways to stay, with experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
You are listening to the Dr. Sky Experience here on the iconic radio station Talk Radio 77 WABC out of New York City and around the world with our weekly Sky Update. Welcome to the month of December as we introduce to you the Dr. Sky Experience, episode number 8. As we talk about the great things that you can see, not only in the subjects of astronomy, space, aviation, and weather, you can continue to get in touch with me by sending me an email at my email base, drsky@gmail.com. As we move into month number 12, we begin with the moon, Earth's nearest neighbor. We find out that the Artemis 1 spacecraft successfully launching onto an orbit around the moon, the Orion spacecraft, it is now performing flawlessly. It is moving on to a high retrograde orbit about 40,000 miles above the moon, and it swung back over the surface of the moon, taking great video and pictures some 80 miles above the lunar surface. But once again swing around the moon and fire a burn on its engines and return to the Earth in a splashdown as we move into the month of December. But here, for visual astronomy, we find out that the moon, as December opens up, is just past first quarter. It now becomes a waxing gibbous moon, looks egg-shaped in the sky, and it moves on officially to the next full moon of December on the 7th, known as the full cold or long night moon. On that night, the 7th of December, and we'll talk more about it next week, for a good portion of the WABC listening audience, the moon will do something unusual. It will occult or eclipse the bright planet Mars as Mars is getting close to the Earth, and that will be a sight for a good portion of the United States, but details to follow. The moon then moves on as a waning moon, moving on to last quarter by the 16th of December, and then a very thin sliver of moonlight, as we call it the waning crescent moon, only to move on to the new phase of the dark of the moon on the 23rd, just in time for the Christmas and Hanukkah holidays. The moon then, on the evening of Christmas night, if you look low into the southwest, a thin sliver of moonlight continues to wax, and once again we return to first quarter. What about planets for the month of December? Well, we get two new additions in the evening sky. Look for Mercury very low into the southwest just after sunset by the 21st of December, when it's some 20 degrees away from the setting sun. We also find Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, also to be moving into the evening sky. And there are many stories which we'll be talking about in future Dr. Sky Experience Sky Update episodes. What was the magic of the Christmas star and the Star of Bethlehem? Many believe it was a conjunction of planets and not necessarily a supernova, but who knows? Maybe it just simply was a miracle. As you continue to look in the sky for the planetary parade, high in the south at sunset is Saturn, best in a telescope. Jupiter, still extremely bright as you look high up into the east. But the real showstopper in December has to be, in my opinion, the planet Mars. It gets closer to the Earth during the first few days of December at a distance which may seem incredible, of a close 50 million miles from the Earth. That's close by Mars standards. In a telescope, Mars will look even more spectacular, as you'll see surface features on the planet in a larger telescope than, say, 6 inches in diameter, magnifying at about 200 times what the eye sees. You'll also get to see the North Polar Cap and the North Polar Hood, which is made up of a lot of ice particles and who knows what else, but easily visible in the telescope. Mars is in the center of its retrograde orbit, easy to see high in the constellation of Taurus, and on the 8th of December, Mars comes to opposition, meaning it's in the sky from sunset to sunrise. Don't miss it. As we continue to talk about so many wonderful things in the sky, let me remind each and every one of you here that if you'd like to send me an email, it's simply drsky.show, DRSKY show, @gmail.com, as we welcome in month number 12, the beginning of the winter solstice on the 21st, and we have some other additional information to report to you today. Another of the great meteor showers peaks on the morning hours of the 13th and the 14th. It's called the Geminids, Look high up into the northeast sky. If you have a clear sky, the moon might interfere a bit, but this is considered by many to be one of the better meteor showers of the year. For slow and fast-moving fireballs, all thought to come from an extinct comet or an asteroid, a rubble pile kind of comet with lots of debris. Dr. Sky reminds you to always remember to keep your eyes to the skies, as I'm your navigator on the highway to the heavens, and we'll see you with Frank Morano on the other side of midnight and John Catsimatidis on his great show, Cats at Night, throughout the month of December and beyond. Wishing you the best of the happiest of holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a healthy and prosperous 2023. I'm Dr. Sky.